Hello, this is Dr. Victoria Skirmo, speaking to you from the Caesar Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. And today I'm going to do a tarot reading on Dr. Christine Blasey Ford. She is the woman who is accusing Brett Kavanaugh, the nominee for the Supreme Court, of attempted sexual assault, or sexual assault, I guess, that occurred when they were both high school students. He was 17, she was 15, and she went to her congresswoman and let her know, spoke to her, and then the congresswoman brought it to the Senator Feinstein, who put it out that there was something that the FBI had to look at. The FBI put it in his file and did not investigate, and then this woman's name came out. Her identity was revealed, and she has subsequently decided to go public. And today is the 19th of September. It's a Wednesday, and she is supposed to be, as it stands now, going to go in front of a committee and discuss this, but we're not really sure if that's going to happen. So I thought I would do a chart reading. I'm not a chart reading. I'd love to do a chart reading on her, but I doubt if I could get her information. But I'm going to do a card reading so we can get an idea of where she's at this time, and hopefully we can have a little perspective. So I already shuffled and spread them out, and I'm going to share them one by one with you. So we have the present situation for Dr. Ford, and here we have the Six of Swords. Now the Six of Swords is a card connected with sort of moving into calmer waters. We have a man and a woman and a child, so this is an attempt to try to protect the family, to move it away from tumult, and so or remove herself away from tumult, which is an interesting card to have as the first card, considering she's willing to talk, but we'll see why. And so this is, she really is attempting to move from the turbulent emotional waters into calmer waters. And the crossing card for this is the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is the card of nostalgia. It's the card of childhood. It's the card of memories. And so as this is the crossing card, and this is the card, the actual card of the present situation, I feel as though her attempt to move from tumultuous waters to calmer waters has to do with facing her past and facing the issues of her past. Now, what's at the base of this reading is the Emperor. And so at the root of things, it's about power. And for her, it could very well be taking her power back. She has lived with this her whole life. It's probably informed many of her choices, including her choice of what she has done, you know, for a living, you know, her purpose. But this could also, this is about crisis. The Four, although it's the Emperor is about structure and such, the number 4 is about crisis, and it's also about patriarchal power. And so at the root of this is perhaps a sense that, you know, kind of men make all the rules, and but also this could be her empowering herself, taking her power back from the situation. In the past, we have the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups is a card of happiness and fulfillment and family. We have the children here, and a man and a woman, and we have this sense of contentment. And so, as this being her card of the past, she doesn't seem, at least at this point, to be motivated, at least by, this is a happy card. And I'm sure she wanted to stay there, but she is a psychologist, and she probably does understand that in order to truly heal, you have to face your demons, and you have to face the pain, right? And so she is facing the pain. Now, as somebody who, anybody who's been in the situation that she's been in, it's hard to face, it's hard to think about the person who did that to you. And this is somebody who's in the limelight, and who comes up. And every time that happens, I'm sure on some level she gets re-traumatized. And she remembers. I'll tell you, as a woman, if somebody does something like this to you, this worse or not even worse, just goes over boundaries that you're not comfortable with, you remember. You remember. It's as if it was just happened. Those memories don't go away. I can tell you that as a woman. Okay. So this is not somebody who was angry and upset, and her past was, full of, this is somebody who has a happy home, somebody who loves her family, somebody who knows contentment, and yet she's still willing to come out, which is pretty powerful. Up in the sky, we have the Hermit card. The Hermit card is about going within to find your answers. And then once you know what you know, it's to a certain extent beholding for you to hold up the light, to hold up your heart, to hold up the light of your understanding. And this being in the position of above, or I often read this as messages from Spirit. I feel as though that's what she's doing. She is sharing her understanding to inform us of what it means to go through this situation, and then to stand up for yourself and stand up for women, because the base card is, the power of men. And so her immediate future, which is 6 weeks out, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a very powerful card. The Queen of Wands is very forthright. There's an honesty and an openness to the Queen of Wands that the other queens don't really have. This is somebody who values her family and is highly creative and highly able to speak, and courageous. There's a lot of courage with this card. And this is not a woman to be messed with. This card is connected to both Aries and Leo. And so if anybody knows the Leo women out there, knows that they don't suffer fools. So she's actually going to come out as very, very strong and very confident, and also with a sense of I'm trying to find the word. If the word comes to me, I'll tell you. It's floating around in there, and it hasn't come out yet. So hopefully it will come out by the end of this. How she's seen by others, the Queen of Cups. It's interesting. She has two of the Queen cards in this deck, and so in this reading. This is the second queen that she has. The Queen of Cups is somebody who's connected to their emotions. They understand their emotions. They're very sensitive. They're very understanding. And so she's going to come off as somebody who's very adept at knowing what she feels. And she's a psychologist. So, that's kind of where that's her wheelhouse, so to speak. So she's, again, she comes off as a queen. She's going to need all this queen energy, with the base being the power structure, right? This emperor. She's going up against power, really. Her domestic situation, we have the Princess of Cups. So the Princess of Cups is, the cups are water, so they're emotions, but the princesses are connected with earth. And so this is a grounding of her emotions, okay? This is pretty powerful. We have the princess sitting here looking at the cup with the fish in it. The fish is symbolic of wisdom. And so this is also a card associated with daughters. Now, I don't know if she has a daughter or not, but I feel as though she's getting support from other women. She's getting support. If she has daughters or sisters, she's getting support from them. And so she has the support that she needs. And I feel like her family is supporting her through this process as well. They're not saying, oh, Ma, what are you doing? No, it doesn't feel that way to me. Her hopes and fears, the Four of Swords. This is a card of rest and recuperation. She would love that. But you can't rest and recuperate unless you heal, right? You have to actually go through the process of healing, which is painful. She understands that. Of course, who wouldn't want to just hide away in some sort of sanctuary if they could? She's facing quite a bit. And so she wishes that it was probably all over at this point. And who wouldn't? The outcome card, we have the Princess of Wands. And so the Princess of Wands is messages, is getting the word out, okay? And this princess is, her beautiful red robes are flying in the breeze. This is a powerful princess. It's interesting that she had both the Queen of Wands and the Princess of Wands in her chart, in her reading, and the Queen of Cups and the Princess of Cups in her reading. So this really is an expression of power, women power, not just grown women, queens, but also young women. And so I think on a certain level, she feels responsible to other young women who are in this situation. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why she's decided to come out. She realizes that in order to affect anything, she needs to show herself, tell her story. And I think her story is going to be a very powerful one for many people. And, bless her that she would do that. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. So then I pulled 3 cards to see if I would get a major arcana, because I like to end with a major arcana. I did not get a major arcana that way, but I'll show you the cards I got. We have the Prince of Pentacles as one of them. We got the Two of Pentacles, and then we got the Ace of Swords. And so this is all about preparation and truth. So this woman is prepared to tell her truth. And then I turn over the bottom card in the deck, okay, and we get the Judgment card. And so this is about waking up. This is a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call to Judge Kavanaugh. It's a wake-up call to the Senate. It's a wake-up call to the Congress. It's a wake-up call to America. It's a wake-up call to men. And it's a wake-up call to women. We are rising up. We can no longer abide by the old rules as women and as people. And so this really is a watershed moment. And, God bless her. God bless her that she has the strength to do this. I actually did do her numbers. I don't have her birthday, but I could get information about her through her name. I did her numerology. If you're interested in me pursuing that, just let me know below, and I can put it up. I don't like to do people who aren't necessarily famous, because it's kind of personal, but I think she's been put in more of an archetypical situation, and her numbers are very revealing. She's a double 9 soul. She has a 9 soul, and she has a 9 outer personality vibration, and so she also has a 9 expression. All those nines, when you see 9s in a chart, oftentimes there's a crime. There's been a crime committed. But 9 is about unconditional love, 9 is about forgiveness, and 9 is about healing. And so she is a conduit for that energy. She's come in as a conduit for healing energy, and that's what she does as a, as a professor. And I don't know if she sees clients, but I'm sure she's, her understanding has informed many, many students. So God bless you, Christine. Thank you from every woman who has stood in your shoes. And for every man who's been on the other side of that and needs to know and needs to be healed as well and needs to, on a certain level, we all need to forgive ourselves. But once we know better, we can't go back. So, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'm sorry I got emotional. It's emotional stuff. And if you do enjoy these, comment below. Subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like me to do more of these more politically based readings, I'm not all that happy. I'm happy to do them. I just, it can be challenging. You know what I mean? Just the blowback. I mean, who wants that? But have yourself a great day. And if you enjoy this, let me know, and I'll do more. Ciao.